Can you feel the love tonight? We certainly can here, Popcorn and Root Beer. So we're going to break down our Mount Rushmore for date night movies. It's quiet on the set time because it's time for Popcorn and Root Beer.
Grab your popcorn, dim the lights. It's movie time, we're taking flight. From the silver screen to your earbuds here, we're diving deep, so lend your ear. Action, drama, comedy, gold. Stories fresh and classics old. We'll break it down, scene by scene. From indie gems to Hollywood dreams. Roll the credits, let's begin. Talking movies, where do we fit in? Heroes, villains, twists and turns. The love for cinema always burns. Roll the credits, it's time to see what makes the movies magic for you and me.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Steve. I am your host, and I am joined by two people who need no introduction, but it is my job to do so. That is what they pay me to do, so I'm going to. On one side, he is the king of date nights. He has been married for longer than most people that I'm friends with. Jake Perry, what's going on?
It's true. I have been married for, this will be our 5th year in September.
That's
Wait, that
long.
math, hold on. That math is wrong. 6 years this September.
Ooh,
That's how long I've been
Don't show
married.
this episode to the wife.
No,
Yeah.
she'd probably mess it up worse than I would.
Oh, that's lovely. A couple who forgets their anniversaries together stays together, I think.
When you've been together for 10 years, things start to blend together. Dates, times, schedules,
Sure.
hair.
Well, joining you this summer in the married life is our other host, Seth Woolcock. You are tying the knot, and I'm sure date nights were a big part of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Took my fiance, our first date about 9-10 years ago at this point, to a Pittsburgh style sandwiches place where they put the coleslaw, they put the fries right on the sandwich. So had to see what that mouth do right off the rip, and the rest is history, my friends.
Was that was your first date?
That was, yes. I mean, we had hung out, and I think I took her to my buddy was on the cross country team. We went to a kegger at their house, and I will say, first time we ever hung out, I did run a naked lap, trying to play beer pong pretty much all night long. I didn't get on the table till like 11:30. I was absolutely blitzed at that point, missed every single cup. And I said, hey, I'll do the naked lap as long as the pretty woman here does not. And so the tush from behind is maybe what got her even before the sandwiches.
Wow. Jake, do you remember your first date?
Yeah, first real date was dinner at Houlihan's, if you remember that. They mostly closed down now, but she worked there, so we got free food, and it was a great date.
Oh, man. You took her where she works?
I had a different idea, and she was like, I'm begging you, can we go here instead?
Wanted to keep an eye on you. You probably you had cameras pointing at you, you men and women all over the restaurant probably watching you. That's probably why, Jake. Staying on alert out there.
Hey, but here we are. So I clearly did all right.
You did all right. My first date was we went to Tavern in the Square and then came back to my place and we watched La La Land together.
Oh,
and
okay,
yeah,
very nice.
He got his first dose of my movie obsession right then and there, and he's put up with it for, we just crossed 2 years about 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
2 or 3 weeks
ago.
La
La Land's a tough first movie, though. I mean, that's like you're jumping into the feels right off the rip there, my friend.
Well, I wanted to see if he was a crier during movies. I was just fascinated whether or not he was. He is not. Okay. So that's unfortunate. But let's give the people some advice here, because it's time for us to break down some date night ideas, and the only way we know how to do that is movies here at Popcorn and Root Beer. So I'll see you on the other side of this drop. It's time for Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we're counting down, counting down, counting down now. Who owns the moment? Who owns the time? Yeah, we're counting down now. Who owns the moment? Who will win this time?
All right, it's time for Mount Rushmore, and that means we are talking the best date night movies. Oh, look how cute. Little heart Mount Rushmore. How adorable.
Thank you. It took me a
Well
lot of
done.
time.
Are you guys
done.
movie date night people? Do you like a movie
Yes.
date night?
Are we talking theaters or are we talking at home? What are we talking here?
Either.
I will say it took Katie and I dated for about 6 or 7 years before we went to the movies for the first time together. So it's fine. I think there are other date nights I prefer. But you know, these days date nights almost every night in this household. So yeah, I'm okay with it.
That's nice. I can say this, and I'm a movie lover. Movie theaters are one of the worst first date spots you could go to.
Yes.
Yeah, don't do it for a first date. Absolutely.
Don't do it a first date. Like, because you can't talk. You're supposed to be quiet. And like, listen, once you're out of high school, making out in the theater is not cute. Or like, stop. Once you're out of high school, that needs to end.
I worked in a movie theater over Christmas break in college the one year, and I'll just say there's some other things that can go on in the back row of a theater. Like, yeah, let's grow up a little bit. Let's grow. Even when you're in high school, not cool. Cars are cooler than that.
Yeah, keep all your fluids in your body is what I'm going to say.
The only fluid I want to see is butter on your hands, baby.
Sure, that can get out of hand too. Like that can get really out of hand too.
Freshly churned butter.
Seth, I'm gonna turn to you first because I don't want to say you have a weird list. It's just let's just say if I was dating you, there may not be a second date after these ones.
Oh,
Seth has one of the lists of all time.
That's a good way to put it. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out here. We're gonna go 4 to 1, 1 being the best, 4 being the worst. But still a great movie nonetheless. And coming in at number 4, Just Go With It. And like, look, I get like this is not gonna win any Oscars, right? This is certainly not going to. But for date night, I think it's an undefeated background movie, right? Like when you've just had yourself a freaking week and you just need to chill out. Like Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, they're just easy. It's light. It's funny.
I just want to pause you for a second. Because when you say date night movies, you're like, oh, it's in the background. Is this like are you just banging and it's like good to like drown out the noise so your neighbors don't hear you? Or like, is this like you want to sit down and watch this movie with this person?
You can watch it, but also have a conversation throughout it, and you know most of the parts, so it's not going to ruin it. This is like, hey, we just had a week. Let's order some Chinese takeout and like melt on the couch for a little bit, right? Maybe you smoke a joint beforehand, something like that. But like, you know, like we can't forget like the kids are awesome in this. Nick Swartzen, like great comedy relief. Nicole Kidman, electric as well for her little bit of parts in it that she's in. So like for me, like again, like it's we ordered takeout, kick off the shoes. We want something fun type of movie, zero stress, good laughs, and just some dope people. And the women are pretty sexy in Hawaii, so that plays, man, for me at number 4.
Great. That's fair. I like an Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston vehicle. Keep going.
I would choose Murder Mystery personally, but
I would as well.
Okay.
I would.
Good second.
Number 3, Stuck in Love, and like this is like we want to feel something, but we don't want to be like emotionally wrecked, right? Because like La La Land, I ain't talking to anyone after seeing that end scene, right? But like for me, this movie, it's romantic, but it's kind of messy in like a very real way. It's about writers, something that I relate to, that my fiance definitely relates to as well. And it's like about those different stages of life. So like you can watch it when you're first dating someone. You can watch it later when you guys are getting ready to get married 10 years later, like we are. And it has, you know, the heartbreak, the growth, everything that kind of sneaks up on you in there. And like, it's just got that indie vibe, man. Like I've said in other episodes, I'm kind of an indie type of guy. And like, do you actually want to end up together? Do you not? It's just very emotional overall. Jennifer Connelly, I think she's super relatable. Another good-looking woman in this one as well. Lily Collins, Logan Lerman, they were kind of just getting off the ground at that time in their careers. And like
Logan Lerman movie.
Nat Wolff too, man. Like this was a guy like maybe 5-6 years removed from the Naked Brothers band on Nickelodeon, right? And he delivers a banger as well.
Becoming like a thing. He does well when he's on screen. He just never really got it done.
Yeah, no, I get you there. So yeah, number 3 there, Stuck in Love. Number 2, Set It Up. And this might be like the most underrated rom-com of the last decade to me. Glenn Powell, Zoe Deutsch, great chemistry, super witty, very fast-paced movie too. So you're not going to sit around being bored the whole time. And it feels modern without being like cringy modern, right? Sharp. And for me, like this is one of those movies I remember watching it and like halfway through it, I look at my fiance, I'm like, this is actually pretty good, right? Lucy Liu, super cold as playing the overbearing boss. So for me, it's a date night steal coming in here at number 2 on Mount Rushmore.
Okay. And finish us off.
Yeah, number 1 here. And I'm sure this has to be on your guys' list too, because I think it's the overall best date night movie, Friends with Benefits. This is like the perfect balance of a movie. Super funny, a little bit spicy, right? A little bit spicy. You're seeing some knocking going on, right? And but not like over the top too, where it's just like, okay, I need to fast forward through these sex scenes. Justin Timberlake, better of an.
I've never fast forwarded through a sex scene in my entire life, but okay.
Sometimes I do. I don't need to see them all. There was just a movie I did the other night. Couldn't even tell you what it was. Justin Timberlake, though, I think he's a better actor than he is a singer. Mila Kunis, kind of her last real banger of a run too. They got like honestly like believable type of chemistry. Woody Harrelson, Steve, I know you gotta love that role coming from your side of the dugout there, right? And it's like I just think he has a great rom-com arc, but super self-aware about it as well, and like breaks that fourth wall occasionally too when they're like sitting there talking about rom-coms and movies. So this is just one, like if you're trying to watch it with your significant other, like I think it's a great movie. There might be some pounding afterwards. Like it is what it is. But I'm here for Friends with Benefits at the top of my Mount Rushmore. So Friends with Benefits, Set It Up, Stuck in Love, and Just Go With It.
I'm just happy you picked the better of the two. We're just hooking up. We're not gonna fall in love. Oh wait, we fell in love movies of 2011. You picked
they both came out that year. It was Ashton Kutcher and someone
No Strings
else
Attached.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
that one didn't work because Natalie Portman, Ashton Kutcher, no chemistry. Justin Timberlake, Mila Kunis, great chemistry.
Yeah,
that's because everyone was in love with Mila Kunis at that point in time.
Still,
Jake, you have a great list. I want to hear your list. I like your list.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm going to go same way as Seth did, starting from the bottom, ending with the top. So starting off is The Choice. As you'll see, I'm a big Nicholas Sparks guy, not the books. Don't like reading. Love the movie.
That's a crazy thing to be. That's fine. I love that.
His books make great 90-minute quick watch rom-coms.
It's fair.
Sure.
It's fair.
This one fully goes through the heartbreak side of things. This one goes through, they hate each other at first, and then you can see you can see the tension building, and then it erupts, and you get all of the stages. The ex-fiance is a vet, so you get to see a lot of, or the husband's a vet, so you get to see a lot of cute animals too. But my wife and I love to throw this on. Teresa Palmer, also underrated, attractive. Next up is going to be Safe Haven, another Nicholas Sparks adaptation. My preferred one, just because Julianne Hough is in my Hall Pass collection. So that one definitely takes a spot up there. This is
hang on 1 second, because before you continue on and before our viewers get mad over the fact that Julianne Hough is in your, I just want them to sit with that for a second, in your Hall Pass collection. I also want to offer one more opportunity to our viewers. And give them a chance to go from a background extra to part of the main cast here at IBT. Do you want to be the next Nicholas Sparks novel star, like movie star? Join the IBT Entertainment family. It is free to join, and you will get access to our analysts and memorabilia giveaways for no cost. And if you want access to our full betting cards, the betting model, and all of our contests, we are giving you a Survivor 51 for free. But you can upgrade for $3.99 a month or $36 for the whole year. You can play again in that Survivor 50 contest for free. If you sign up, we will be announcing prizes. We actually have announced prizes. First place gets you a Survivor 50 crew neck. Second place gets you the board game Survivor, where you can end friendships and or relationships, depending on how cutthroat you want to be, by voting people off the island. And third place gets you a free ticket to any IBT event. That's pretty sick, I think, overall. I love that.
I also love Julianne Hough. Honestly, I think that's a good poll there, Jake. Just to go back to that, I think honestly, like
Okay.
Underrated is the way I would
But,
describe
like, to
Julian
me,
Hough
like,
for
I mean,
sure.
how big is your hall pass list? If it's like 50 people or like 20 people, I guess. Like, but like
That's
five,
three.
is it five? Is it three?
Three.
She's top three?
Yeah. It's Hillary Duff, Julianne
Man with,
Hough, Blake
man with
Lively.
taste. Man with taste. Continue on, Jake, here with your Mount Rushmore movies, please.
Yeah, Safe Haven. It's also the only acting role I've ever seen Josh Duhamel in that I actually believed it could be him. Everything else he does is wholly not Josh Duhamel, the human being acting. Next up, we have one of my wife's favorite movies, which is where it makes the list, The Lovebirds. For those who haven't seen it, more of a comedy than the other films that I have mentioned here. It's Issa Rae, Kumail Nanjiani, Anna Camp makes an appearance as well, but just a funny trope. They break up, they got to deal with the breakup on top of everything else that goes on in the movie. I won't spoil this one, you should watch it, it's hilarious, absolutely has to be here. And then this was the second movie that I ever watched with my wife, the first one we ever watched together when we were dating. It is 50 First Dates. And this is by far the most underrated Sandler movie. If you are listing your top 3 Adam Sandler movies, for example, and you don't have 50 First Dates in there, I don't trust you as a human.
I agree with that
fair.
take, honestly. And like, it's one of those, like, straight up, I had only seen the full thing maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Like, it took me some time. Like, I saw Blended probably 10 times before I saw it, which was the same cast, right? So yeah, I'm here for that take. I think it's a strong list, Jake.
That is a strong list. I like 50 First Dates a lot. Top 3 Sandler movies, though?
Yeah, easily.
That might...
Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups, just go with it now. It doesn't make my list.
Not
Grown Ups. Grown Ups is great. Come on, have some respect for AS, man. Come on.
No. All right. I'm going to go next. I'm going to finish this off here because this is my date night. This is, if you're dating me, if you want a good date night, you got to have a little variety. You know, it can't always be love. I don't have a 1 through 4. This is Mount Rushmore. They didn't rank the presidents. They stuck them all up.
Wow. If we were ranking the presidents looking back, like, we know who's on top, right?
Well, I'm just saying. They didn't do that when they did Mount Rushmore.
Fair. It's fair.
So we'll start out with No Hard Feelings. I go with that because technically that is the first movie my boyfriend and I watched together. We did it over a Zoom, like kind of a Netflix watch party, because he was laid up from surgery. We actually met while he was recovering from surgery. So we watched No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence and Andrew Barth Feldman. It's hilarious. It is. You hear the TikToks at all the time when she's like kind of circumventing her age. I love it. Next, we went full teen rom-com, Love, Simon. Nick Robinson plays Simon, kid who gets outed at school, does the whole big romantic gesture, Ferris wheel. There's like that. All these high schools had carnivals, apparently. Did your high schools have carnivals, like these big blowout festivals? No. Like, I don't know where that all came
I went to Farmtown High.
We
bring your tractor to school day.
Yeah, I was going to say, we had Logs to Lumber, which was like a lumber festival, if that counts for anything.
No, it doesn't. This movie has a huge carnival that comes through town, and Simon sits on the Ferris wheel, and he had put out to the whole school because it's an anonymous person. He doesn't know who it is, but if you want, like, come meet me on the Ferris wheel, and we can meet and we can be together. And then he rides it a few times, and no one's there, and the guy shows up finally, and they have their big kiss on top of the Ferris wheel in front of the whole school, and it's all, everyone cheers. Then you gotta go with Scream. OG Scream. Fantastic movie. You can sit with someone. It's so insane because her boyfriend ends up being the killer. Like, there's so many twists and turns. It'll have you talking to each other. It's a spoiler alert. It's older than Seth. It's no, like, that's a great movie to sit and watch. And then if you want a movie, like, if you're on a date night and you want to be like, I want to watch a great movie, I want to watch a masterpiece, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park has a little bit of everything in it. It's OG. Jurassic Park. Spielberg at the peak of Spielberg powers gives you exactly what you want in a date night movie where you're like, damn, we're going to be talking about that for a while. It holds up. Special effects is still great. Even today, I love Jurassic Park. You get sexy Jeff Goldblum to put you in the mood. Everything goes right.
Sexy Jeff Goldblum is a lot better than sexy David Arquette from
David Arquette was not
Scream,
sexy,
so
but
that's my point.
But Skeet Ulrich was hot at the time of Scream, and so was Matthew Lillard. And I love an unhinged man. If there's one thing I will always
Fair.
that'll rev my engine, an unhinged man. Yes.
I will say, like, maybe it's just my household, Jake. I'd love to hear your household's motto, but like when my fiance goes out of town for work or something else, that's kind of my green light to like watch any like superhero movies, any Jurassic Park movies. She's not really into that type of stuff. So like I kind of have to do that while she's gone. So that would not make my list at all, but I respect the decision.
My wife loves that shit.
Oh,
That's like
wow,
her.
okay.
That's like her goats. I'm by far more of like the sappy movie guy. Don't get me wrong. Also, like I'll throw on Saving Private Ryan. I made her watch the entirety of Band of Brothers. I've got a range here, but
fuck gender roles.
Exactly. I fold the laundry.
I do not. I'm terrible at folding laundry.
I you know what? I didn't know I was bad at folding laundry until my boyfriend told me that there's a correct way to fold laundry, and he's like your clothes are gonna wrinkle, and I'm like, that can't possibly be true. I'm folding it so it doesn't do that, and he's like, it'll still wrinkle, and that was the whole thing. Good lists, great lists, I would say. Are these the 12 best date night movies of all time? I would say maybe.
No,
I would say maybe at least 8 of them are. That's the list.
I would disagree with 2 on your list and probably
4
2
on
Seth's list.
Let's go. I'll
Scream
take
and
2.
Jurassic Park are good date night movies. You want a scary movie so you can snuggle, like you cuddle up.
Scream is ass. It's not good. It's fine.
Have either of you seen Stuck in Love at all?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure it wasn't too, because
you know what I just watched. If you want to like really get the engine revving and you want to watch something totally unhinged, Nev Campbell, by the way, Wild Things. What an insane fucking movie that is. Add that.
Where the Wild Things are?
No. I'm talking about Wild Things. No,
okay.
No one's getting turned on by Where the Wild Things Are. Calm the fuck down.
Oh wait, is that the one with fucking what's her face in the pool?
Yes, the one with yes. That's who. It's the
Denise
craziest
Richards.
movie.
That's who's
Denise Richards in a pool.
Mm,
yes.
Okay.
It's insane. If you need a movie that's like you need to kind of get your sex life back on track, watch that movie. It's insane. But that is going to do it for us here. It is the sad part of a very short episode, but hopefully a very entertaining episode for all our viewers out there. Make sure you subscribe to this new Popcorn and Root Beer channel, as well as go back and subscribe to the IBT channel as well. We are not breaking off from IBT, but we've grown up. We've become our own thing. We've spread our wings, and Mama Bird kicked us out of the nest, and now it's time for us to fly. This is where you are going to find all of your favorite movie content, TV show content, music content, you name it. It is here on Popcorn and Root Beer. Next week, Jake, myself, and some special guests will be breaking down the movie Sinners in full, giving out way too many awards and way more deep dives than you ever thought could be given out for a single movie. Until then, for myself, for Seth Woolcock, and for Jake Perry, that's a wrap. Later.